Hi there, Corby Midline, your no bullshit psychic. And it's been a hellacious week. I'll admit it. And what happened, do I need to say anything about which one, has pulled the hood off several people in my life that I knew were conservative, but didn't realize that they had drunk the Kool-Aid. Some of them may not think 47 is all that in a bag of chips, but everything else in Project 2025, they absolutely believe. So I lost a bunch of friends this week, but it's what happens. Sometimes you have to stand on your principles. So, this week, for the weekly reading of September 15th, I asked which deck wanted to play, and the deck that came up was Ganesh. Remember that Ganesh in India is the lord of obstacles and beloved by everyone. So Ganesh has given us 6 cards to give us our week ahead, to tell us how to take care of ourselves, where we need to go. And the first thing he says is protection. Now, protection is not necessarily from people, but it is from the overdose of news and doom scrolling. Okay? Take your pause. The screeds, if you will, want you to get so lost in the information that you go numb. Don't do that. Maintain your innocence. And innocence is not la, 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 everything is fine. But innocence is you don't have to accept and internalize everything. You are allowed to take pause. You are allowed to go scrub out your brain in whatever method. Cook, hug your cats, go for a walk. Doesn't matter. Don't drown in what's being screamed at you. The next card that Ganesh gives us is relax. Relax doesn't mean just forget it all, but it means breathe. One of the things that I teach people is the 4-7-8 breathing technique. 4 in, hold for 7, pursed mouth, blow out for 8. It'll lower your blood pressure. It'll lower your heartbeat. It'll help clear your mind of the fight or flight, the overwhelming emotions that we're feeling, because it will clear your energy. And that's what you need to do. You cannot move ahead in the direction that you want if you are constantly fighting off the monsters. The monsters go after what is scared. All monsters do. That's why you don't run when there's a bear. You play dead. So clear your energy of all those extraneous things that you don't need to look at to move ahead. Move ahead doesn't mean ignore what's happening in the world, but how much can you do? Put your energy in what you can do. The next card is spiritual practice. And it doesn't matter what your spiritual practice is. The connection with Source, Creator, all that is, helps remind you that this is one incarnation. That nothing like what has happened, is happening, remains forever. And when you have spiritual practice, you will get guidance from the ancestors, from your higher self, from your guides. The ones that have a higher perspective on what's happening. It's always roughest when you think you're alone in this. You're not. You reach out to Tribe here on TikTok, like me. You talk with those upstairs who love you and have your back. And you remember that this is an incarnation. You have been much more. You will be much more in other lives. That way, You don't try and fix everything you can't, but you look carefully at what you can this week. What can you do to bring light where you can, to move forward where you can, and not allow the bloody darkness to overwhelm you? Okay? Last week was hard. This week may be as hard without pew pew. But, as I've said, marathon, not a sprint. We are in this together, you and I. And I love you and I believe in you. And so do all the rest of your tribe mates who watch on TikTok and who are holding up the light. Okay? Hang in, my friends.